The Buffalo Bulls. Maurice Linguist runs into his third season at the helm in Buffalo, but only the second one with an actual spring practice. So maybe we'll start to see a little more improvement. Last year, just no consistency. It was like it was two different teams, maybe three if you count the bowl game. Right? This was bananas. They got a new offensive coordinator. DJ Mangus used to be at LSU with Joe Brady. He was the passing game coordinator, or at least an analyst at LSU. But either way, they lose the linebacker James Patterson. They lose their top three wide receivers. They lose their offensive tackle Desmond Besant. But overall, number 66 in returning production, number 48 on offense, number 86 on defense. Their post-game win expectancy last year, 6.03 and 5.97 in the regular season. They went 7-6 last year. They got a bowl win, so that's a good thing. You look at the overall stats from last year. Okay, like there's some green on there. Number 23 in passing success rate, number 29 in defensive rushing success rate. Uh, there's some things to look at here that certainly makes sense. Let's talk about the offense really quickly. Cole Snyder's back, the quarterback. Again, he did lose the top three wide receivers, so they brought in three wide receiver transfers and four JUCOs. Now, they're going to try and find somebody in there, right? Three transfers and four JUCOs. Like, yeah, you're going to try and find somebody that's got a little bit of experience. So, on with that. Last 5 games of last season, they averaged less than 5 yards per play. That's definitely not good. The top 3 running backs are all back. Like, that's something to pay attention to. The offensive line only loses the right tackle. But they gotta run block a little bit better, right? They were number 63 in rushing success rate. Uh, the 3 running backs averaged 4.39 yards per carry. That was, again, only number 63 in rushing success rate. So that's not promising. Not promising. On defense, we'll move over there. First year as a defensive coordinator, he was a defensive analyst at Duke and under Mike Elko. Robert Wright. We'll see what he brings to the table. Defense was, good in spots. They were number 34 in defensive success allowed overall per SP plus. They were good against the run. They couldn't stop the pass. You see up on the screen here, number 89 in passing success rate allowed. So that's not good. They were number 111 in yards per play allowed overall in the season. And, we talked about the numbers pretty good. Number 66 in returning production. That's 62.12%. But on defense, they're number 86. They only bring back 56% of their production. The defensive line should be good. Excuse me, number 86 in adjusted returning production. So that includes any transfers, et cetera. But the defensive line should be good. They're losing 7 of their top 12 tacklers. That might end up hurting them. They do have some star players that are coming back, right? You got the defensive tackle Jalen Bass, linebacker Sean Dolak, running back Mike Washington. I brought up the quarterback Snyder, safety Marcus Fakua. I hope I'm saying that right. Defensive end CJ Bazil. Last year luck ranking number 57, so middle of the pack. So it ball bounced their way as much as it probably should. My question on this keys to the season here is what's the real version? Is it the 5-game winning streak that we saw, or was it the November disaster where they lost 3 straight and almost lost to Akron? Won that game by 1 point at home, and that's what allowed them to get to a bowl game. This was 2 completely different teams in one season. Linguist is again in his 3rd season. He's done well recruiting, which is why they've got a super high win total here at 6.5. The last 4 games on this schedule are really difficult. You got at Toledo, Ohio, at Miami, and Eastern Michigan. Those 4 are going to determine whether or not this team competes to be in the MAC title game. Like they've got the talent to be able to get there, but I just worry. I'm not a huge fan of what Linguist has done thus far. I mean, obviously we will see, but I've got them at 5 and 7. You look on the right side of the screen. Again, the win total is 6.5. To go over is -120. Go under is -110. So it is juiced to the over. And with the talent, yeah, it probably should be. They're plus 650 to win the odds, 6.5 to 1. But I've still got them going 5-7. Now their ceiling is probably 9-3. The floor, I think, is probably 4-8. But I don't know how much I trust this coaching staff, and that's my biggest issue here. I just, they were number 17 in turnover margin last year. They need to get the quarterback wide receiver chemistry working early, or they're probably going to have to rely on turnovers again just to go bowling. I wonder about this team. I like Linguist. Obviously, he's doing well on the recruiting trail, but I think they got some things to work on here. I've got them sitting at 5-7. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Buffalo. I'm not sold on the Bulls. Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter at GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.